What's up, everybody? Welcome back to That Game Channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales. For this and probably the next video, we're going to be running around in this area, completing, basically just completing quests. You know, we're going to do this puzzle here, then we're going to come up here, do this point of interest. Basically, that's what we're doing. We're just going back around, finding all this loot, point of interest, and battles and puzzles and whatnot. Maybe find that golden chest. That's pretty much just the goal for now. There's expect plenty of cut edits. I'll be jumping around and whatnot. I'll not make you sit and watch me run from point to point. I think that's really about all I got. So let's hop in. I'm a little disappointed with myself. I've been watching the ESL Pro League Season 8 finals, and I was I'm doing write-ups for the website. If you want to go check them out, I have the quarterfinals, Mouse Sports, Mouse Sports Renegades, Navi, Liquid, and then I kill the Wyvern if there are no cows left. Oh, really? We lose if there are no cows left. Okay. So let's start with a Wagenberg. Let's go with another Wagenberg. And turn.
I'm a boss.
Got any metals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Here we go. We hit them.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
And turn.
Laria!
6. Damn it. All right. I think we were close there. What was I saying? Oh, sorry. But I was gonna watch the last semifinal today between Liquid and MIBR, and end up falling asleep right before the match. So there's no write-up for that, and probably won't be a write-up for that one. Also, I'm really surprised MIBR got thrashed.
Abolish your command. I'm a boss.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
No, I did that wrong. I think I figured this out. It's a little counterintuitive, but I gotta play the Wagenbergs. To build up their armor and start getting points with them. You gotta let it eat that cow. Bam.
Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Now I play. He's gonna eat that. I play another one. Bam. 5. 11. End the turn.
Discipline shall bring us
I
victory.
play Reynard. Down he goes. Boom. Yeah, like I was saying, MIBR got thrashed, which was against my prediction. Actually, I had them going to face Astralis in the final on 2-1, and they got smashed by Team Liquid. But, and I didn't get to watch it, so I also wasn't happy about that. Few remedies exist for a man who has lost his youthful vigor. The recommended solution is a simple mixture of raw dragon egg, a sprinkle of sugar, and a splash of pepper vodka. Should no dragon eggs be readily available, instead boil the liver of a cockatrice after first massaging in a blend of Zaracanian spices. Gross. Let's see what's at camp. We can talk to Sir Ake.
Yes, Your Grace.
Is it Ake? I think it's
Time I
Ake.
attended to other matters. I see you found the mess tent. How's the ale? Not too warm, I hope.
'Tis not for me to say, Your Majesty. My tankard holds but milk of the goat.
Milk? A witless prank. I shall tell the quartermaster at once what I think of such...
Unnecessary, Your Grace. I called for the beverage.
Is that so? Well then.
The good book states clearly, the shadow of spirits obscureth light most true, and leadeth thee from the path of virtue.
Boo.
Right. I suppose there's something to it.
My soul sings to hear your affirmation, Your Grace. If ever you wish to discuss the good book and the wisdoms contained therein, hesitate not to find me.
Certainly, I shall remember that. Your crusade against monsters. Have you been at it long?
Come next Bellatane, it will be 20 years, Your Grace. Though, there was one extended interruption.
For what reason? Had you grown weary of the knight-errant's life?
Not in the least. Never shall I cease in my quest to cleanse the world of filth and abominations. But at times evil puts up rather a good fight. I ventured forth to slay a dragon once, a gold one, as it were, calling itself Villa Tretormeft, or the like. Its very name, as is evident, a vile toil for the tongue and wafting wickedness.
I said this when we saw this guy in the pre-release material that CD Projekt Red put out. I'm pretty sure that's one of the stories that Geralt was a part of. Because I remember he fought a gold dragon, and what he's about to say...
Mercenaries
what-
embarked on the hunt, lured by the promise of coin in heaps. The Crinford Reavers, Yarpen Zigrin, and a band of dwarves. Even cursed the word a witcher. One Yennefer, the most lecherous sorceress at his side.
Yep. So since Yennefer was there, Yarp and Zigrin was a friend of Geralt. Yep. Not surprised. Although I'm surprised Geralt would fight a high dragon, because if I remember correctly, this is like a true what we think of when we think of dragon. Not like, because in The Witcher, when there's dragons, there's wyverns, cockatrices, there's or wyvern, I guess. There's tons of different kinds of dragons that aren't like dragons. For the most part, the Witchers don't hunt and kill sentient beings like what a dragon is. Like, it's why he won't kill... Oh my god, what are they called? They look like big fat satyrs. I can't remember what they're called. He ran into one or two of them in the book. There was one in Witcher 3. It was the False God quest. I can't remember what they're called.
That name I've heard.
But at the deciding moment, when the beast challenged all, I alone emerged to face it. Alas, though shame burns me to admit it, I returned from the battle upon my shield. Figuratively. Literally. I returned in pieces.
Oh, yeah, and also hashtag Team Triss. That's something I have to throw out there. I still hate Yennefer.
For 2 years, I lay in the temple of Melitele in Alanda. Mother Neneke, God's protector, nursing me back to full health. And
I know that name too.
Once more, grip my sword, did I return to the path I'd chosen.
And the dragon? What was its fate?
Some claim it flew off to Zerrikania, though it very well might yet lurk here, awaiting the opportune moment to terrorize the folk of the north again.
Farewell, Ake.
Oh, it is Sir Ake. Okay. I think we're good everywhere else. The workshop, we can increase her movement. It's 1,000 gold, but yeah, I'm not gonna waste 1,000 gold, especially we're kind of low on gold. Let's see what these guys want.
As Meave and company traversed the ruddy meadows, strident voices reached their ears.
I beg your pardon. I've heard enough. A duel. I challenge you to a duel.
Yes, fight. Fight.
I'd sooner lay you across my lap and give your ass a thorough flailing, you scoundrel.
The Queen approached the arguing parties. Two nobles, Lords Cartwright and Mansfield. Quickly she ascertained they were up in arms over ownership of an orchard lying between their estates. Assisting both nobles, their kinsmen, armed to the teeth, prepared to leap at each other and crush heads.
Okay, here's what we do. We split the orchard down the middle, and whoever freaks out about it is the rightful owner of the orchard. Bible stories.
Upon spotting Meave, the lords lowered...
That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. I was playing the council earlier today.
Yet they could not keep their ire fettered long, and were soon casting aspersions again.
Your Grace, Mansfield has seized it. No, stolen my land. Land that has been in my family for generations.
It is my recompense for your reckless deeds. To burn down me mill in Furchin for a bit of sawdust in your flour? Well, I never.
A bit? Oh, let me at him. Farmhands taken ill, cooks feverish, all from that manure. You are a fraud, sir. A fraud and a thief.
Though she faced the not at all trifling matter of the Nilfgaardian invasion,
Not at all trifling.
the dispute. Reynard, who knew the history of every Lyrian and Rivian family 7 generations back, served as her advisor.
No doubt I would find for the Cartwrights. They are in the right here, as regards the title to the land. Yet your grace must consider, the Mansfields have ever served the crown and never delayed payment of tribute. Whereas the Cartwrights are litigious charlatans who owe the royal treasury thousands, many thousands.
Yeah, I say we divide it.
I've gathered, you've both burdens on your conscience.
Said the Queen.
And I've neither the time nor the inclination to ascertain who started this feud. You will split the orchard in two, make do with half a piece.
But my queen...
Should my judgment displease you, Mansfield, I can always incorporate the land into the crown.
The Queen's threat silenced the feuding lords, yet it failed to bring their conflict to a close. In a few years' time, they were at one another's throats yet again.
Problem solved, I suppose. Alright, well, I guess we got kind of a long way to go to that loot and point of interest over here.
Meave and company passed by a village evidently pillaged by the Nilfgaardians. From afar, they had heard cries, but as they drew near, they recognized them not as cries of grief, but as cursing, cries of anger.
Give him a proper walloping, the scoundrel!
Mercy, good folk! I've done nothing wrong!
The villagers stood gathered near the hamlet's center, surrounding an elf, bloodied and cowering. Stones in hand, the peasants threatened and cursed him. The Queen demanded an explanation. A ruddy-faced blacksmith stepped forth and spit.
A Nilfgaardian spy the horse and is, your majesty. He's the one brought him here to raise the village. He's gotta hang.
The other villagers agreed with the smith. The elf fell at the Queen's feet and groveled.
Have mercy, Ren. Save your loyal subject. They lie! They fault me only as I am an elf.
Whence
Yeah, let's spare the elf.
of his guilt. Have you any proof?
asked Meve.
Did anyone see him communing with the foe? Did he hold any coin with a foreign stamp?
The villagers eyed Meve angrily, their hands clenched into fists. Yet none dared utter a word in protest.
Know this. The Blackclads need no reason to pillage our homes. Now stand aside and let this wretch go.
The elf tearfully thanked the queen, then begged her not to leave him behind. Instead, he pleaded vehemently to join her retinue.
Your most noble grace, please, I beg you. As soon as you're gone, the Dwan will hang me from the nearest tree.
Sure.
So be it.
Said the queen after a moment's consideration.
Find the quartermaster. He's to put you to work. And now we march.
The villagers gazed with hatred as the company left the hamlet. When its thatched roof huts disappeared beyond the next bend, Meve breathed a sigh of relief.
I don't know why I said we picked one form of evil over another. That's a little disturbing. I'm like, was he actually a spy? Spies. I like saying that. There should be some loot over here according to my map. Is that it? Really? Okay, that's dumb. Alright, looks like there's a battle, though. I got a feeling it's going to be some, a battle against some, I can't think here. Nilfgaardians. No, actually, it looks like, that's a water hag. Lyrian fishermen claimed that vile monsters had emerged from beneath the water like water lilies of the Yavina's Shadow Shore waters. They claimed the horrid beasts had large fish-like eyes and scaly hide speckled with green bristles. Like I said, that's a water hag. And it's probably going to be accompanied by some drowners. Alright, I don't think we need 2 war wagons. I think that's a bit much. Yeah, a little Lyrian Arbalist would be good. Yeah. I'll take that. It's not a bad hand. Oh, that's right, and I have the Manticore trophy. Whenever an enemy appears on the battlefield, damage it at... Ooh, I forgot. That thing has a really cool ability. Okay. What to start with? You know what? Let's start off with the regiment drummer. Put him in the back.
Again and again and again.
You couldn't read what the Archospore does. A return on turn end, damage a random enemy by 1, summon this unit from the graveyard and weaken it by 4. Okay. Play its order.
Arbalist at your command. Armor wars.
Bam. Sir Ake is getting a lot of power here. Drowner's pretty strong in all honesty. Let's play an Arbalist. honestly thought my regiment drummer would come out on top of that one. I didn't do the math. That's what you get, kids. Do the math.
Shame to let this put to waste.
Gonna play another card. You're gonna keep fighting with me? Alright, looks like we're gonna keep duking it out. You know what? Let's see what they do. They'll pass the round. It's fine. I'll go into the second round with a card advantage. Makes that with Sir Aches extremely pumped up right now. Okay. Kick it off with the regiment drummer. Oh, they're gonna pass. Interesting. Then to save the card in my hand. Oh, cause I actually now I actually have to play a card. Frap. Well, I gave Ake some more power. He's pretty much gonna be my trump card this next round. I actually like this hand. Okay, I'll kick it off with the Riviant Pikeman.
Lyrian Lummoxes.
Left, right, left, right.
Now we're doing this in my we're doing my favorite thing. We're playing a game of just
Should have listened to me old lady.
who's got more power.
This artist will be reaping black-clad heads.
Tell me you jest.
Give me a time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Trying to think here.
My spirit's willing.
That guy.
These damn boots are killing me.
There we go. God damn, Ake is a really powerful card. Let's play Reynard.
Forward march!
Use our order.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
War wagon.
Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Haha. And finally, on the front line,
Should help.
Sir Ake.
Our codex commands it.
If battling monsters and you have the Manticore, holy crap! So now I can do 103 damage. I think I won. Nah, that was a gross sound. Okay, like I was saying, Sir Ake, that is a strong card. The roads are perilous, more black-clads than mosquitoes out there these days. Getting to Dravigrad is bloody impossible. For now, I've hidden the goodies in a secret box on the side of the inn opposite of the temple. We can decide how to move it once the shitstorm's calmed a bit. Until then, try not to die. I don't think it's up here. I'm not entirely sure what that one's gonna be. Your Majesty, there are people inside undoubtedly locked themselves in to keep safe from the Nilfgaardians, but the devils have set it alight. You must do something. The roof is beginning to give way. Yeah. This card is now complete. You can find it in the command tent. Okay, well, what's a dimeridium bomb do? Yeah, it's dimeridium? Now I'm questioning myself on that. Units to their base power. That's not bad. You know what? Let's ditch fake Florin. Situationally, that could be really useful. Wait a minute. Wasn't this that party? Oh, we have to talk to this guy. Your Majesty, fishermen dragged out an object from the Avena. They claim it emits a magical aura of sorts. As it's of no use to them, they're willing to part with it for a modest sum. 100 gold for that? Yeah, sure. God damn it, this is way farther away from other stuff.
As they neared Wetterton, the Queen ordered her company to halt. She then sent men to the town for supplies. Those sent returned more quickly than she'd assumed they would, their satchels empty, their mounts foaming at the mouth.
Your Majesty, the townsfolk have gone right mad. Herded all the elves and dwarves at Market Square. 'Tis a slaughter.
The Queen knew well that if she failed to intervene, the town's streets would flow with non-human blood. Just as she knew her meager force might not subdue an enraged crowd.
Yeah, we're intervening here. Excuse me.
The silence,
What can it be, dear friend?
answered the Queen. then spurred her mount and rode off towards the town. Her troops followed, running as fast as their legs would carry them. When they passed inside the town gate, they saw corpses lining the gutters. Meve realized she had arrived too late to prevent a tragedy. The crowd was drunk on blood. Its rage would need to be quelled with an iron fist.
Oh, we have to fight. Okay. Jeez, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, this was not Lyria's first pogrom, nor its last. Although the wars between humans and the elder races had ended decades past, elves and dwarves were still painfully aware how quickly rumor can turn to hatred. It does not take long before pitchforks and flails are taken to the streets and the cobblestones are stained crimson with blood. Eliminate all foes, puzzle, special rules, shorten battle, and custom deck. See what they give us for this. This battle will last only one round. Eliminate the foes.
Or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones. Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
Can't take it anymore.
Her Majesty knows what we must strike the largest clusters! Disperse the mob!
And we... okay. I don't have the...
Step away, or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones.
Bunch of Lyrian arbalists, but that doesn't...
Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf I am.
Oh, okay, I figured it out. Pull these guys back. Play Reynard.
We must strike the largest clusters! Disperse the mob!
No, that still only ends in a... Oh my god, I'm not using my... Oh, how did I not... Oh, no, we can't use... Okay, so we don't have Meve's ability. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, let me try something new.
Reynard.
Okay, and turn.
I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
Yeah. Okay, now we play the War Wagon. And end the turn. They have one charge now.
We must strike the largest clusters!
Okay, I was curious if that would actually give them 2 charges. Okay, so that does not. I think I figured this out in some way, shape, or form.
Step away, or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones. Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
must strike the largest clusters. Disperse the mob.
And again, see, I come back to 5. There isn't a way to solve this one.
Step away, or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones! Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
And again, the only thing we could do, I mean, I could put him in the back, but that wouldn't be wise.
We must strike the largest clusters. Disperse the mob.
And again, we fall into the issue of not being able to do all that damage. Wait a minute, I got an idea.
Step away, or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones!
Okay, so we start with the Wagenburg.
Reynard, who started this? I must know. So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
No, this won't work either, because if I play the War Wagon back here, I can move 2 up, but that would only give it 2 armor. Because here we hit my issue. Because yeah, see because it'll only give the Wagenburg 2 armor, so we can move them up. We play that. They get 1 more charge, but they're just going to fall backwards. Now we can deal 3 damage. But that doesn't do anything for us. There's no answer to this one.
Away, or see your heads bounce down the cobblestones!
Because again, the Wagenburg's got to be played first, because it's got to build up the armor. Then the War Wagon has to be played second.
So much hatred. We must put a stop to it.
I pick up 3 armor. So I can do 3 damage there. Oh, wait. Boom, because I can give him armor and them 1 charge. God damn it. People have probably been screaming at me for that. For some reason, I was thinking that I had it. I had the right idea at one point. It kind of popped into my head. I forgot I keep forgetting Reynard's ability gives everyone a charge, not just the person in the row. God damn.
Happily, Niamh restored order without suffering any losses. Reynard then learned that a nobleman's ire had triggered the violence, ire at having discovered a theft.
Suspicion fell on the non-humans he employed. He accused them, they protested, and the row soon engulfed the town. But there's something else, your grace.
Reynard gestured towards an aged man who stood grieving, his face in his hands.
I've witnesses who claim the strays of Sparla are the thieves.
Though the tragedy seemed the result of a misunderstanding, justice would have to be served. Those responsible for the slaughter would need to be punished. The question was, how severely?
Yeah.
Your excuses I cannot accept,
said the Queen.
The vipers who called for the slaughter, they will hang. The rest...
Majesty!
A town
Oh. Oops.
Mercy, please. 'Twere words taken wrong, a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? To don another's cape, pay out insufficient change. These are misunderstandings. What happened here was criminal, and you'll be punished as criminals.
Oops. I misinterpreted what that said because they said the spawns of Spala were the ones who did it. I thought that meant hang them, not hang the people that started the mob. My bad.
Without regard to the protests of kith and kin. Those non-humans who had managed to hide and survive made a most generous donation in gold to bolster the Queen's force. I'd like to say Wetterton's small melting pot of races lived on in harmony. Yet alas, I'm not in the habit of propagating untruths.
Oh, poo. Let's see. So we got a point of interest up there. Some more loot. What's going on in here? I'm gonna guess that there's something in the workshop. Training grounds. Yeah, I think, yeah. Boost me speed. Barely noticeable. Looks like grave hag.
The Lyrians entered the graveyard. Crickets chirped in its tall, windswept grass, and lush green moss covered its crumbling gravestones. Only a fresh bloodstain upon a mausoleum wall suggested that something disturbed the dead in their rest and hunted the living.
Save your tears, throw earth your grief.
An eerie voice sang, its ghastly lament standing Maeve's hair on end.
Soon your life too shall cease.
How pleasant.
You pass into the eternal glow.
A pockmarked, pustule-ridden creature crawled out from behind some gravestones. It vaguely resembled a shriveled, hunchbacked hag, until its head split into two halves, forming a tooth-spiked maw.
Attack! Everyone!
Yeah, it's grave hag. Hence the name grave hag. So puzzle battle, special rules. What exactly was the monster Maeve encountered at the cemetery? The inhabitants of Wetterton called it Mourner. They believed it to be a she-elf driven mad after her children were killed. From time to time, she would return to their graves and light candles, light flowers, and make an offering of human blood, kill the grave hag. Can we have Sir Ake for this? He'd be good for this. Nope, we got Caldwell. Play a copy of each adjacent unit from your deck. Okay. And destroy the lowest unit. Wait, every two turns destroy. Okay. Sorry, I was doing math. Okay, so we play Lyrian Scytheman to start. Arbalist. Another Arbalist. Bam. All of them take 4 damage. Caldwell. Really, we can't hit that? Fine. We'll just hit the Rot Fiends. That'll work.
What was that filth?
The queen croaked hoarsely as the dying monster writhed in agony at her feet.
I know not, your grace,
replied Reynard.
But to be safe, I would have the corpse chopped up and burned. Elsewise, we will not be certain it shall not return.
Yes, have it done.
Meve said, brushing her hair from her beaded brow.
But quickly, lest dusk catch us in this foul place.
The Lyrians soon resumed their march. As they left the cemetery behind them, some believed they still heard the haunting dirge upon the air. Or was it just the wind, whistling past mossy tombstones?
Oh, cool. We have the Warhammer card. I still like the Meve the War Sword. Or the Long Sword, whatever the one I'm using is. I like that one, but... Alright, it's dead. My queen, one of the destroyed graves, belonged to an elven mage. We might find something of worth, but we first need to dedicate sufficient resources to have the debris cleared. Alright, why not? There we go. Free card. Or part of a card. You know what I mean? Alright, guys. Well, I think that's all of the points of interest here in this area. We'll, I mean, there's this stuff, but really that's just small map pickups. So in the next video, actually there's this one over here, I guess. You know what, we'll do it at the start of the next one just because it's all the way on the other side of the map and I'm getting hungry. So we'll call this one here. I'm going to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time, but until then, my name's H.A. Gells. This is Something Gaming Channel. I'm out.